wonderful, brother. Actually
Okay.
better than I ever been, man, and probably about 10, 15 years, dog.
The
It's
best you've ever been in about 10 or 15 years. That's amazing to hear. Tell me about how that has transpired in the midst of so much turmoil and change.
well, in the last 2 years, well, I say from 4 months ago, 2 years back from that,
Uh-huh.
probably has been some of the most adverse times in my life, bro. Like, and I'll say this because of the trust that I have for you and what you all do over there, bro. Like, I went through some things that I didn't think I was gonna come out of.
Uh-huh.
And it's crazy because it was the first time in my life that I went through something like that mentally,
Uh-huh.
and it wasn't based on money.
Mm.
Like I really think God put me through something where I didn't have to deal with money, so I could deal with myself.
Right.
And it was funny, man. I just talked about it online, man. Believe it or not, Method Man helped me like a
Okay.
lot, bro, because I saw how successful he was.
Mm-hmm.
And I called him one night and I was like, bro, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, Banner, I couldn't sleep either when I was going through it. He was
Mm-hmm.
like, but the only common denominator in all the stuff that you go through is you. You got to change you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And so I took a deep dive into me and looked at the people who were around me, man. Got the
Mm-hmm.
blood. I got about 85% of all the blood suckers away from me, bro. And
Mm.
it's crazy because sometimes we think because people are good people that they good for us. Some of the people who were even good people had to get away from them because they were not prepared to go to the next level. And
Mm-hmm.
no lie, Chuck, bro, like when I separated myself, when I got my spirit together, when I stopped blaming others and started blaming me,
Mm-hmm.
not only blaming me, but handling the things that I saw, wrote down the critiques of myself and started changing those things, bro. I got in the gym every day like Method Man did, bro, and changed my whole body, bro. Like, I gotta be honest with you, bro. Besides speed, I'm stronger than I have ever been, more agile than I've ever been, more balanced than I've ever been. And my dream is, in the next 2 years to only be doing superhero movies and sci-fi, you know. And so,
Yeah.
like, bro, I played my last movie that I played in, bro. I was a god. I played a god, bro.
Yeah.
So to be able to ask the universe for things, do the work, and watch it come directly to me, bro, that's been life changing.
That's amazing. Before we talk about the fight night, what superheroes are you eyeing? Are you thinking Marvel DC? Are you thinking something original? What are you thinking?
Uh, I'm of course always, the conversations that we have. I'm always in owning IP, bro,
Yeah.
and us owning our own images. And this is I'm not taking no shots because if they were to call me today and say, David Banner, do you want to play T'Challa? I'd be like, fuck yes.
Yes, of course you.
but but the honest thing, bro, like if you look at Superman as a character, bro, it's flawed because Superman is fueled by the sun. I
Yeah.
saw a white scientist, say that there's no way that Superman could be white. White people are allergic to the sun. We
Mhm.
are the people of the sun. You
Mhm.
know, um, um, Superman is supposed to be blacker than the darkest night in Africa, bro,
Yeah. Yeah.
and in a skillet fried. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so for me, the whole basis and the reason why I created a Banner Vision, which is my movie company, was because I heard this story about this young girl crying uncontrollably to her father, asking if there were going to be any black people in the future. And he said, "Why, darling?" She said, "Because I was watching the Jetsons and I didn't see any."
Mm.
Sci-fi is people prepare you for a future, and most of the things that I see, it don't have a lot of black people in it. So are they trying to tell me that they're gonna get rid of us?
Right.
So
Thanks.
I tell the story, Chuck, all the time that I believe the story of Jesus is not about a man coming down here bearing a cross for you. I think Jesus is a story of the Most High coming down, getting in the same form that you in, showing you how to bear your own cross.
Mm.
So
Right.
our community is our cross to
Yeah.
bear. our children, black children, are our cross to bear. Our images and our IP, hip hop is our cross to bear. So
Yeah.
as much as, of course, I just saw that they're looking for the next Hal Jordan. I don't think physically. There's another man right here, chucking, because you're a brother, and I don't want to put you on the spot, man. I was gonna peel off and show you why they should have now.
I'm good.
Nah, but nah, man, I'm prepared for it, but I'm not sitting back waiting on nobody.
Yeah.
Hip hop has shown me that if I wouldn't have got out there and made it for myself, Mississippi wouldn't be viewed in hip hop the way that it is, bro. And that was my cross to bear.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. Superman's based on black people, and let's keep it moving. Let's talk about Slim a little bit. Slim and Fight Night. I love the monologue you sent me. I'm still watching the show. Talk about your character, and it almost feels like this character was made for you.
Bro, we just got off a call where the interview was like, bro, you got to get some type of award, man. They got to give you something somewhere. Um, Bro, to be honest with you, man, I never thought that there would be anything that made me feel the way that hip hop made me feel.
Mm,
And acting is doing that for me. And it is my quest, bro, to become one of the best actors in the world, bro. To be able to take this craft, man, and represent hip hop in a way that nobody has ever represented it as it pertains to acting. And we have some awesome actors who have come from the music realm or world, bro. But I love it, bro. I love becoming another character. And for me, I remember Tasha Smith telling me that it is our responsibility to bring humanity to every character.
mm,
And to a certain degree, when you see people who play pimps or killers or anything aggressive, they usually come from a power perspective.
mhm,
I don't do that. I come from a vulnerable standpoint because most of us were not born killers. Most of us were made killers.
right.
When I was doing research for Missouri Slim, there was this pimp who they asked him what did he want to be when he was a child, and he said I wanted to be a gymnast.
Mm,
And the vulnerability in that is the fact that if you look at that, that shows the disparity in some of our neighborhoods. He
mhm,
didn't say I wanted to be a drug dealer and fell short and became a pimp. He didn't say I wanted to be a football player. He didn't say anything aggressive. He said I wanted to be a gymnast, and that wasn't readily available in my neighborhood. So think about it. The next closest thing to that was being a pimp.
wow.
So it was my responsibility. That's the reason why I think people love Missouri Slim the way that people asking for T-shirts and everything. I think it's because he felt he felt approachable, but they knew in that same, because think about it, bro. You come from a similar environment. Man,
Mhm,
the killers that I knew were some of the coolest people that
mhm,
you would know. Funny, they laugh with you, but they just went from 0 to 1,000,
yeah,
you know?
that's
And
right.
it's our responsibility to represent for them, bro. And honestly, bro, this is one of the first times that I'm really proud of myself because I look at Fight Night, bro, and
Yeah,
sometimes forget that's me and be
right.
like, I really like Missouri Slim.
Yeah, that's what's up. How is it working with the cast? I mean, this is an all-star cast. Largely black men, not obviously not only black men, but you have, people like Taraji and others as well. How is the camaraderie?
Bro, let me tell you something, bro, that actually shook my soul, dude. So we were in New York for the premiere,
Hmm.
and I took, me and someone from the cast, or from the working environment that we were in. She had never been to, um, she had never been to New York before,
Okay.
and so I was like, "Come on!" Like, I used to live in the garment district, not too far away, and so I was like, "Yo, just come on." And I knew that we had one of the biggest billboards in
Hmm.
Times Square. So hopefully she was able to, I was like, maybe she'd get a chance to see it. Man, we went at 8, we came, we didn't see the billboard, and walking back to the hotel, um, we end up seeing it and we started screaming. Ah.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we heard somebody else screaming, ah. And then the third set of people started screaming, ah. Bro, it was like 10, 15 people, all actors, hair people, directors. We were all standing on the same corner at the same time. And just the serendipity of that, and the universe showing us that we were in the right place at the right time. And it was one of the few sets that I've been on, bro, where it really felt like family. And
Yeah.
it's different, when you become family because everybody's on the same level, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? But
Mhm.
when you have people here, you got people here, you got people here, you got people over here, and they all really come together.
Right.
It's amazing, but you got to think about again the serendipity of it, for Lucius and Cookie to be able to get back together,
Yeah.
for Kevin, we see what Kevin Hart and Will Packer have been able to create,
Mhm.
you know. Then people didn't even think about Hustle and Flow. Craig Brewer, Taraji, and Terrence
Mhm.
Howard. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you think about me, my first film, Sam Jackson actually was my acting coach. Black Snake Moan. So David Banner, Craig Brewer, and Samuel Jackson back again. It was so much serendipity and the people who came together, man. And I just gotta say, bro, there was some times, man, where I'm telling you, man, like Sam Jackson, like right after my monologue, when him and Terrence, like I'm Samuel Jackson literally almost shut the set down, bro. It was so powerful. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Howard's eyes, bro. I've never seen Terrence Howard could say that he's gonna kill you and he love you in the same look, bro, and you feel both of them. Like he said it to your face, like he spit in your face and then gave you a hug.
Right.
Something that I want to say, man, about these two other actors, bro, that I don't think I've ever heard. Taraji may be one of the most fierce actors in a sense, not male or female, but lumping everybody together that I've ever seen in my life. If
Wow.
you not on your A game, she'll take the whole scene from you, bro.
Mm.
She will eat, bro.
Yeah.
No, and then I'll say this, man. I've never heard anybody say this, bro. Kevin Hart, I don't care what you feel about that man, bro. Like I haven't I haven't seen anybody because I work that hard. I work like he works, but to be able to work as hard as he works and
Mhm.
to be able to accrue the money that he's accrued, and people are not looking at all the stuff that he has on TV and the
Mhm.
time that it takes for him to do that. And he has a full family, and he's on a comedy tour,
Mhm.
and he has to tell a basketball show,
Mhm.
and the way that he works, and you don't see him drop lines.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
know, and you got to think about the physical shape that he's in. That man gets up every morning at 4 a.m. and go to work. Like, but you gotta respect that, homie. You
Yeah.
know.
That's a fact. I was thinking as well, Muhammad Ali is in the backdrop, not really that much in the backdrop, kind of really just there as a character. Um, and then I was thinking about you as a person, wondering if you've ever felt an affinity for that period of time, or that maybe you were misplaced as far as when you were placed in the earth, because of your values and your views on culture and the country even.
No, bro. Like God put me exactly where I'm supposed to be. What I will say that you laugh about is like Salih, man, my little homie, man. He told me it's crazy because we talk like that
Yeah.
amongst ourselves anyway. So we were laughing because, we always say, Willie, you can't control your bitches, man.
Right.
A collective ass. Um, I talk like that anyway, bro.
Okay.
So like for me, man, that's why it was so funny. And I think that's why people and man, me and my relationship with God, man, like I just laugh
Mm.
because I always wonder why certain things happen in my life. Like Uptown Saturday Night is one of my favorite films. And if you look at the Madame Zenobia scene, that was based on what happened in Atlanta. People don't put that together. Remember
Mm.
the robbery scene?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Fight Night. That's what Fight Night was based on. That was
Really?
that happened in Atlanta for real. Like you got to do the research
Yeah.
on fight night, and this may be something that we can go into in a later interview, and maybe me and you could talk about on the phone. But like, I don't know why, white gangsters are able to be revered and what they did for their community, no matter how dark and morbid it may end up being, bro. You can't talk about the city of Atlanta without talking about the number runners,
Mm-hmm.
about the hustlers, bro. And then you can't remove the responsibility of the federal government and what was happening in South Carolina, at one particular base and how the drugs was getting into America. We'll
Uh-huh.
talk about that later.
Yeah.
But like, we spend so much time talking about the political people, man. But like, the strip clubs and what was going on in the underbelly of Atlanta, regardless of how we feel, because white America holds up, they slave owners and they drug dealers, and we walk around making movies and talking like them people every day. Why can't we do the same thing for our people? It doesn't mean that we have to glorify it to a point where our children want to go out and do the same thing. But if we
Mm-hmm.
benefit, all of us. We run to Atlanta all the time, and we benefit with off of what those men and women made. But then we turn our nose up at them. I
Yeah.
don't I don't think that's right. And I think Fight Night did a great job at showing, how Atlanta was, or another aspect of how Atlanta was built, which is the Black Mecca, if not the Mecca for the world right now, especially as it pertains to entertainment. And so I'm
Absolutely.
so grateful, Chuck, to be a part of that, man. And I really think, and I want to say this too, man. Y'all can keep it or not, man, but I like to thank all hip hop, man. I like to thank you, man, and your partners, bro, because people have a tendency when they think your career is over, or when you done ran, or when you done ran, you know, your course and what they have in their mind for you, bro. And y'all
Mhm.
have always allowed me at my best and my worst, man, to be able to articulate myself. And you all have protected me when other people hadn't protected me, bro. So like, I can't lie to you, but I'm a very happy, balanced person. But I remember what people have done and said about me, man, and said about, people that are like me. And one of my criticisms, bro, I had made a whole video about it, and I had taken it down, is how most things that have hip hop in the name never speak highly of hip hoppers.
Right. Yeah.
Hip hop has imploded on itself, and now we do nothing but criticize. It's rough. It's like it's almost most hip hoppers want to call themselves something else because the gun that we have built to protect ourselves and our communities now have been turned on us.
Yeah.
And bro, I just want y'all to know, I know it's not easy. I know it's not the most fashionable thing. And bro, I know the conversations, of course, I wouldn't say it on here, that me and you have had about how hard it is to keep the doors open and do the right thing. So the
Mhm.
fact that I'm sitting here talking to you as a budding star, in movies, and I'm moving to the next level of life, I would be remiss to not tell you all that you are all part of that, bro, and thank you.
Man, thank you. I definitely appreciate those words, man. And you're right. It's not easy, but we'll have that talk. We'll
Way
have
to
that
slide out. Oh, Chuck,
talk.
look at you, bro.
Yeah.
It was like you the actor, bro. You slid out and he was like, thank you.
Look, listen, you got to act a little bit every
Yeah,
day,
man.
right? A little bit. Talk to me a little bit about your impact in hip. Matter of fact, let me change that up a little bit. You hip hop is acting, right? Isn't it? Isn't it acting a lot of it? Isn't
Um,
that it's not the same, but we use alter egos. We often are performative. Um, we,
well,
even in our
isn't a black person place in America code switching? I mean, it's all of us.
yeah,
We can't act the same way that we act in college, that we act in the hood. We can't act the same way we act in the hood. Well, some of us do, but
some
when we in the boardroom, or
yeah,
when our interactions with cops, or our interactions with, a young lady that we may like,
right.
I think it's mirrored in both situations. I think we all um are actors if we are in tune with ourselves because there's different parts of our personality. I just wish as a whole that we were not so judgmental that we could all be our true selves whenever, I mean, up until about 10, 12 years ago, bro, I hid the fact of how smart I am.
Yeah. Hmm.
Bro, I
Yeah.
was considered a borderline genius in the third grade, bro.
Yeah. Right.
I've never really worked hard in school.
Yeah.
Man, I don't regret many things in life, but I do wish I would have read more when I was young.
Hmm.
I don't really think that I got much smarter. I think that I grew into my intelligence. I was reading on the junior and college level in the third grade. I
Wow.
was counting to a million in kindergarten. Like
Yeah.
the only reason why I stopped counting because I got bored and I wanted
Right.
to go outside and play. I had been counting nearly all day, and while the rest of the kids, they broke down at 100 or at 500. I was at a million.
That's amazing.
Um, and I usually masked my intelligence to make my friends feel comfortable. I
Gotcha.
masked my intelligence in hip hop to make other rappers comfortable,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
I have to be honest with you. I never really got my just due for my lyricism. I
Yeah.
never got my just due to, what I brought to, the marketing that I brought to hip hop, the creativity that I brought to hip hop. And it's sad because I have this saying, and I really say this about our hometowns more than I do music, but it's the same thing. You know, we are kings who are not able to build our castles, in the places that we're from, and then we go other places and we're kings where we're from, but we go somewhere else and win wars and become generals for other people.
Yeah.
I really wish that I could have done for hip hop what I'm about to do for the acting world.
Yeah.
And I'm only doing it for the acting world because they're allowing me to. You know what I'm saying? And they're open to it. And I just think that hip hop has been the foundation. That's why I'm so grateful. Bro, I don't know if you can or not, but bro, I just came back from the playlist retreat that DJ Jazzy Jeff did.
Yeah. And I wasn't invited again. I'm taught it in Delaware,
Oh,
right?
listen. Yeah, but listen,
Uh-huh.
there's a reason. There's a reason why. And I have to take up for him. And the reason that he does it, I stand on that too. He wants to create an environment just for artists,
Okay.
and he wants to keep that world because if you think about it, he told me this, man, and I heard him saying it to somebody else, and it shook me. He was like, "Yeah, man, y'all don't want to do music no more, but what did music do to you? Music didn't do anything to you, but help you. It's the business of music. You know what I'm saying? Everything that music attracts, but music has never done anything to any of us. So what I'll say as a whole is like, yes, I guess I can say just to answer your question quickly, is yeah that there are components of acting in music, but I think we're all acting. I think we all have to. When you first meet that girl, you're acting a little bit. When you first, if you're a girl and you first meet that man, we all put on our faces. But I'm grateful to be able to do it in a positive way.
All right. Give me your five favorite actors, your top five actors that I'll say influenced you or that you look towards to help push your career forward. Who are your top five?
Um, Number one would be Sam Jackson.
Okay.
Like I wanna separate him from everybody.
Uh-huh.
Only because of what he's done in my life and the access that he's given to me.
Okay.
Um, you know, I'll just say this: Sam Jackson, Sam Jackson, Sam Jackson, Sam Jackson, and then for the fifth person, I'll put motherfucker because that's Sam Jackson's favorite word. No,
Okay.
honestly, bro, I know the question that you asking me, man, but he always shakes it off, man. It
Okay.
ain't like I talk to Sam Jackson every day. It ain't like I'm up, I'm able to I go have tea with him, but he's never turned me away when I had a question for him.
Yeah.
When acting got heavy for me, like he's never not stopped his life for me, man. So, as far as Sam Jackson, actually, man, part of the reason why I work so hard as an actor It's because I want him to know that he didn't waste his time on this little
Mhm.
young rapper from Mississippi, because he didn't have to show me grace when he did, bro. And I was at a turning point in my life, bro. On alcohol, alcohol really bad. I didn't know that I was depressed and fighting all those things. And for a man like Sam Jackson to stop his train and
Mhm.
show me what I needed to do, I got to give all focus to him, man. I also do, man. I do want to say that Idris,
Okay.
early when we did this Christmas,
Okay.
taught me some really, really important lessons, man. And I watched the way that he moved. I also, would like to give props to Method Man,
Yeah.
because this iteration of my career, I was really influenced in what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like some things that I wanted to do that I sort of had given up on. I saw Method doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can do it. Let's get back on track. You
Right.
know, there is a young up and coming rap actor that I'm really, really impressed with, Karan Joseph Riley. Look out for him, man. He's mean with it, bro. Uh Terrence Howard,
Mhm.
because of bro, I've never seen a person command a set that was black the way that he did, bro. You know, I also like to say, man, I'm really proud of what 50 Cent is doing as a businessman.
Yeah.
And I'm even watching him be okay with stepping back as an
Hmm.
actor, because he could take all of that energy and put it behind him. And a lot of times, bro, our egos take us away from the bigger picture. And I'm so proud of 50, man. And I know because he is such a thing that a lot of times we miss what he's doing, man. He's doing some things so powerful in the name and under the auspices of hip hop, bro. And
Yeah.
we end up like we do the same thing I don't know what, every generation. We got an opportunity to surround and be grateful while a person is living, and we don't do it. I haven't seen people do the things that 50 is doing in the way that he's doing it, man. And I'm really proud of him.
Awesome. Yo, I appreciate you. Continue success. Salute. My brother, I appreciate, man. Listen, I'm proud of you, brother. I'm proud of you.
Tell
We'll
everybody that I said thank you, bro. Seriously.
I will. I will. We'll talk soon.
All right, bro. If you need me, I'm here.
All right. Later.
Thank you.